Hey there, my name is Just Wisser, and in today's video we talk about yourself. After finishing these videos, you will know more about yourself than the years before you watch this video. To realize this took me quite a long time, around 3 years of business work, 5 years of self-work, a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, cancer, a lot of issues. But this year actually helps you with depression, trauma, self-conflict, procrastination, literally every self-inflicted stress or pain. For example, you want to do the work, but in the end you catch yourself doing, I don't know, doom scrolling, watching nasty videos, or so on. And that has not to do with your intelligence, with your intellect, with your perception of the world. That just simply has to do with your unknown identity. We as human beings do not work hard because we don't love ourselves. And how do we love ourselves? Well, first of all, we need to know ourselves. And I promise you, you will not know who you are, or you will question everything you thought you would know about yourself after watching this video. I will give you 2 techniques I use and literally my mentor use, who is now on track to $1 billion in net cash. And yeah, the technique is pretty cool. It brings me so much more joy. I love myself after this. I never have any self-doubt. Of course, you might have negative phases, but you will do the work and you know why you do the work. And as you can see here, the first thing is so-called the alchemy of self. So when you Google alchemy of self, Sam Ovens PDF, this actually work from Sam Ovens. I strongly recommend you to do this work. So here is my identity basically. And what this PDF literally is in this PDF you get to know yourself. You create this here. You can see this here is Sam Ovens' identity. He literally published it for his consulting offer, for his consulting service, and it's free to download in the internet. And what this basically is, it is a roadmap of how you want to live. Have you ever questioned yourself or asked yourself, what do I want to do in life? Maybe yes. But then ask yourself, why do you want to do this? Maybe you ask that too. But then ask yourself, why do I really want to do it, and what do I want to do when I'm dead tomorrow? What do I want to do? And the alchemy of self literally gives you the anchor where you now set the sails and go straight forward to your goal. Because achieving anything in life, so basically with my clients we want to reach a desired health output, so good blood pressure, good health stats in form of blood tests, in form of vitamin intake, in form of a variety of measurable stats. And the difference is that they don't have these good qualities and they want this. And the only thing they now need to do is to do it. And this here sets the sails for everything you want to do. If you want to become a billionaire, after this year you will become one. I did this practice 3 years ago when I started my first company, or I wanted to start. Sorry, I didn't really start my first business. And I did this, and I had some bullet points where I had goals. For example, hitting 10k a month, or I don't know, working there, doing this, optimizing that, or, and in the end, everything I told myself literally happened. But that's not the point here. The point is, that belief is important. The mind is the most valuable thing. But the reason why the mind is the most valuable thing is literally that you, only you, choose what you want to do. Man, it is so serious, easy. And your actions literally make your thoughts reality. And when you don't think about your goal, well, it will not happen. Of course, some things like genetically caused cancer that you didn't test it can happen. We aren't free from unmeasurable circumstances. But hitting easy goals, really, hitting 100k a month is easy. That is literally possible by just telling yourself you do it. Okay? And I get emotional about this topic because it literally healed me. It improved my relationship with my girlfriend and my family and my friends. It improved my business work ethic. It will improve my business journey, and it literally improved my maintenance of health and overall passion for variety of new food, a variety of health techniques, new research, new studies. I'm a health geek, and it literally gave me the anchor. The problem why you don't do what you want to do is because you think you're alone. And then you do things other people do. And other people don't know what to do either. And that's why all people are depressed. That's why all people are mad. That's why all people are sad. And just sitting down a few hours and thinking about what you really want can change this. Of course the change is hard. You will get free of your social circuit. You change. But it's really worth it. It is really worth it. Once you understand that you can do whatever you want in your life, right? Life becomes so cool. You enjoy it more. You have more pleasure. You need less things, even though you can achieve more. And you can do whatever you want, man. I mean, who hinders you? Go run outside, run for 50 kilometers, and I don't know, come back. Okay, 50 kilometers running is physically not possible for most people, but now go on the internet, book a flight to, I don't know, Miami, and go to the beach tomorrow. You can do it. The only thing that hinders you is to take the action, putting out your phone and booking the flight, ordering it, and then going there. But you can do it. But the first thing you need to do is you need to have it in your mind. And therefore, we recreate the alchemy of self. So, as you can see here, I will scroll through this here. I will not show you mine because, this here is not really mine. I baited you. This is a note I need to adjust for later. As I scroll through this here, you can see here, you have a front page where you see admirable people you look up to here. Albert Einstein, all these people, you know them. And then you have yourself. And then you see this here. Sam Almond tells you that you need to see this every single morning, every single evening, that you really need to embrace it. And I recommend to do this too. I still do this every single morning. I did this every single morning and evening. And I think the more you progress, the more your brain unconsciously anchors the information. But you first need to consciously be aware of this information to become clear of your goal. So do this twice a day. And then you read the instruction, and what you literally do is you describe everything. What you do in the morning, what you do in the day, how you want your perfect day to look like, how you want to be, how some character traits, and it sounds stupid. God, I can tighten. In first place, it sounds really stupid to do. B, it sounds really narcissistic to tell yourself that you are a god. And 3, it sounds like delusion. But how do you think you will get one of these people? These people are all the same than you. A soul and a brain, a body and a mind. They are not superhumans. They actually literally visualize themselves to sit here, or to be on the or to be Peter Thiel, on the Fortune front page, or to be Alexander the Great, to conquer the whole world for 18 years age. They actually visualize it, and then they took the action towards it. But when you don't really know what you want to do, how do you get it? And additionally, you don't always want to focus on career. You can do it if you're a career guy, but I believe that for strong psychological fulfillment, we need to cover 3 categories. The growth, that is the business. Then we have the social, that is literally the interaction with other people, and the status, and that can also be produced by the business. But I think the social thing is kind of different, because we have different treatments for families, the people who we know the longest, therefore we have inner bond. So it's quite difficult to only source our happiness and psychological fulfillment through the business. So what you do here is you just simply post or search in the internet things you really want to do in your life. And here, he wants to have a private jet, a helicopter, he wants to be at this beach, he wants to live at the highest place in this apartment, he wants to have this apartment, he wants to live in the house, he is a conqueror like Mike Tyson. These characteristics need to be manifested. And I can tell you this. I watched a video about someone who got mentored too by Sam Ovens, and he told that he searched in the internet about apartment in Dubai that looked really nice with view on the sea and good weather and great sunshine, everything. And after 5 years, he lived in the exact same apartment, and it's possible. It might sound creepy, it might sound delusional, it might sound, oh my god, no, it is possible. Man, I'm not different than you. No one is different. When I have something to tell you from working with 6 to 9 figure entrepreneurs, they are all a body and a mind. They all have same needs, they all want to be treated right. Of course, they have different skill set, but they want to be treated right. Yeah, and then here, you just simply put what you currently are, what you currently do, what your current actions are, how you currently live, and so on. And then you tell your story. Pictures, 9-to-5 job, parents' garage. And I have, for example, professional handball, then quit and lived in parents' apartment, then first business failed, then moved, then first business hit 100k a month, then on and on and on. Students' results and so on and so on. You can have everything. If you are a great swimmer, then put this on here. Have a starting point. See your past achievements to see that you can achieve something, okay? And everyone has achievements. It also can be a great daughter or be a great boyfriend or be, I don't know, whatever. And then you have your future. And your future is literally the unknown. And in the future, you just simply put your milestones. When you hit something, put it on here again. And then again, and then again. Up to your simple achievements. Then you have a manifesto where you write everything down that you want to do, who you are, you can read through this. And you have identity, exact character traits, exact how you look. Be specific. The universe wants to be specific by numbers. Don't say you want to be rich and drive good car. A, when? B, what car? What is a good car? The universe doesn't know what a good car is. And C, what does rich mean? You need to be specific, precise, and tell when, why, how. The when is very, very different because there are circumstances where you can't identify different timelines. But I'm a big fan of having time frames, but not specific deadlines. For example, in between of 6 months or 3 months, So achievements, mentors, branding, so everything, clear who you are, who you want to be. And this is not who you are right now. This is who you will be. And this is, by the way, not good too. Perfect hair. He was not quite sure what perfect hair is, Lean body, he doesn't know what lean body. I, for example, had 85 kilogram and 12 to 13% body fat. That's what I write. So, waking up 4 a.m., going to gym, So, and then you have affirmations. You read them through. And these are things you need to believe. These are things that are manifested in your life, that are principles that can't be avoided. And after that, I want you to do this here. Write 20 goals. This is a task Warren Buffett does. And this task literally helps you with this. Warren Buffett once said, I write down a letter, or I have written down a letter with 20 goals I want to hit before I die. And if I don't hit them, I die. If I fail on them, I die. These goals can be, I don't know, have a child, have a house, have a cat, earn this, earn that, I don't know. Hit this here once. But if you don't hit these goals, you literally die. And these are only 20 goals, 20 things in your whole life. You have a lot of time, but you don't have too much time. Therefore, I believe this task is good too. And this is what you need to do for identity. So grab this here, read through it, and literally enjoy it. And the last thing now, what literally helped me to understand myself more, because this test literally helped me to understand myself more, is the Myers and Briggs test. This year, from 16 personalities. You just, you just run through this test, a couple of questions. In the end, you get a character trait, a personality type, and every personality type, for example, where, oh, sorry. I'm the architect. Where is here's the architect. Every character trait has 4 letters. Introvert, extrovert, intuitive, thinking, judging. And you can see here, you have introvert, extrovert, you have intuitive, observant, you have thinking, you have feeling, you have judging, you have prospecting, you have assertive, you have turbulent. These are sub, assertive and turbulent, and these here are top ones. Introvert, intuitive, thinking and judging. That's my personality type, you know? And then you read through it, then you see what kind of people are here, your weaknesses, your strength, because everything is important to know. I will have a separate video about this here because I'm quite fascinated by this. And yeah, that's literally everything I have for you. So do the test if you feel kind of lonely and misunderstood. I thought I had Asperger's syndrome. I think I quite have a little bit, but this here quite fits more my belief. My therapist and I think that I'm not Asperger because I feel emotions. I feel strong emotions, but I can't express them properly. And the architect type literally tells that without with just a few questions. I literally love and enjoy this. So if you think this was good, you liked the video, make sure to subscribe. I will post video quite frequently. I plan to do this every single day for, I don't know, a few weeks, this month at least. And yeah, do this work, please. If you can't focus on the work, cut nasty videos, cut social medias, cut bad inputs, cut sugar. You know this. And just sit down for 3 hours, because if you can't know what you want to do, how the hell do you achieve something in your life? And it's so easy in today's world because everyone is distracted, you know? I don't know how many people will watch this. Most likely less than 100 people, okay? And that's only the reason because people are so distracted in watching videos that aren't really helpful for them, that dig deeper and rot their brain even more. So do the stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay healthy. Bye.